Hello everyone, welcome to part B. I want to start off by talking about the huge mistakes I make in part A. And where I save, you probably not, like, say pick out one and just, don't save after that fight, because when I did my mock run from here on in, I was 39 seconds over the time limit. And, as a result of that, I've got to do the rest of this chapter, I had to do it in one huge gauntlet. And that was really, really taxing, I was really close to redoing the chapter. But it turns out that even with, having to do these, and a few of these, a couple of these fights go pretty badly. But as a result of saving a lot of times in the early chapters, I must have got, enough points to, make up for it. Because even with those mistakes, I still break the chapter high score. So, the first fights really kind of made up for that. And also got a great Fiend challenge run too. And I wanted to mention about farming kills too. The encounter outside the main monastery gates where those imps are is the best place to farm kills, because you can just kill one of the imps and then just go back in and out and just chain ETs. And you should be able to. I had to farm 26 kills at the end of this chapter, and I was able to do that in about 2 minutes. So it's a really fast way of doing it. And that fight is a good example of it not going my way. I probably could have got more ETs out of that, and I failed my own landing there. Even like saving at that save point, I thought could have cost me the time bonus. So that's how really fast I wanted to get this out of the way, so I could concentrate on doing the zombie fights really well. Another thing I wanted to mention real quick is after the Fiend challenge, or any time in chapter 6, make sure you buy Inferno Nimpo, and keep it level 1 as well. Don't upgrade it at all. And make sure you buy that, because that's going to factor into speed killing Alma. And the way that you can speed kill Alma with that Nimpo, you get a real good kill bonus, because you can kill her extremely quickly. I'll be showing that in my chapter 7 video, so make sure you get that. And this is just a load of bollocks right here. I just do an on-landing UT here for some reason. I just don't know why I did that. I was just probably down to stress and how fast I wanted to get this out of the way. Because as I said, I was really close to redoing the entire chapter, but I really just kind of thought, well, I'll do what I can, and do it so I don't have to redo the whole chapter, because I really don't think I had it in me to redo the entire thing again. Another thing I wanted to talk about is what I talked about at the start of the chapter is mock runs, like why I do them. And when a chapter is a certain length, like chapter 6, chapter 7, chapter 10, chapters like that, that are really long, when I get to like a halfway point in the chapter, I'll just complete the chapter, like doing all the fights, with like running their time limits down to 0, just in case, that's how I do it in a karma run, that's probably what's going to be the case, you're going to run it down. And, that way you can, say if you finish with 2 minutes left, you've got 2 minutes to go save or whatever. And as I've said it before, it also lets you know if you're going to fail on kills or not. And that, brings me back to Big Alski's end of chapter tables. They are so useful on a karma run, they make a karma run a lot easier, because, you know what you've got to get. And this fight also is real bad. I get hit far too many times. Yeah, it's just painful to watch. But anyway, from here on in, these zombie fights are pretty good. I make up some real good points in the zombie fights. And I want to talk off about the time limit in the first one. It's actually really, really misleading, because when I first did this fight, I thought, I've got 3 minutes here, I've got a lot of time, but you've only got 15 zombies to kill, and that's a pretty low amount, even though it's the same as normal. But with how much weaker they are on Ninja Dog, you just haven't got the, they haven't got the health to take the time limit right down to 0. So I really didn't take that into account, and it's why I finished the chapter with 54 seconds left, and that's cost me good 30,000 points. Because on another mock run where I thought I was going to make good on the time limit, I'll finish like this entire gauntlet before I fight the Bone Dragon. I finish it with 30,000 more than actually doing this run. And this technique right here, even though it's done completely crap, But Darkazuki showed this technique for Eternal Legend on getting one-hit UTs on zombies, and it works really well on the purple zombie that's in Eternal Legend, but for some reason or another, you know, the zombie mechanics are a little bit different in story mode, and, you know, it doesn't work on them, but I don't know why. And as you can see, you know, I finished that with quite a lot of time left. Anyway, for this fight, there's only 2 archers. I think there's 3, if I remember correctly, on normal. But, you know, Ninja Dog, as I said, it's a lot easier. But for this fight right here, you just want to kill the 2 zombies, you know, right away. You know, kill the 2 archers, sorry. You want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. And then just get one-hit UTs on these zombies. And this fight goes really well. You know, I really make up, you know, the catastrophe that was the zombie, the wasp challenge, sorry. But yeah, you know, just kill these 2 archers and then stay at this end of the room and just, you know, get like, you know, few hits as possible as you can get on them. And then just, you know, when they get to a certain distance to you, just, you know, swap ends and carry on doing it. And a useful tip I can give you is that sometimes, you know, zombies can be a bit weird with health when it comes to UTs. But, you know, if you ever get stressed for time in a zombie encounter, just do a Vigorian Flail UT, because, you know, that is, you know, that's a really powerful UT. And the last hit can kill a zombie in 1. So, you know, it's really good if you ever get strapped for time in any of these fights. Now, when I kill that zombie, make sure you don't absorb his essence, because this little, like, cutscene that comes up with the lift stopping, if you absorb the essence, like, Ryu will do the UT, or the ET, or whatever, but you won't get the credit for it, and obviously, you know, your essence disappears, which is why I wait, and, you know, wait to chain it. I wanted to talk about time with celerity as well on the zombies. As long as the 4th or 5th hit of a UT kills a zombie, you know, in the time it takes for their death animation to completely go, yeah, you'll have enough time to like charge to an ET again, and then their essence will come out, and then you can just get a, you know, a really quick UT. Now you've really got to be careful with your positioning in this fight, because for whatever reason Ryu really likes to target the switch instead of the enemies with UTs, and that nearly cost me this time limit at the end of the fight right here. But, you know, you really got to be careful with where you go. See what I mean? You know, it spins back round to the switch. But, you know, put the XYY on there, and that's a real good move. You know, got some real good damage with. And, you know, as you can see, I barely make that time limit, so that's why it probably would have been best to use the flails. But yeah, this is a fight where I make the time that I thought I needed to do, but, you know, I didn't think that I finished that first zombie fight with so much time left. So, you know, this fight I just, you know, pretty much kill them as quickly as I can, and, you know, just don't really bother that much about the UTs. You know, I just want to get these killed and go do the Bone Dragon. Because even though I've made a lot of mistakes, at this stage I'm in pretty good shape. Like I say, I only finished 30,000 behind another run I did. So, you know, it's just not that bad. I missed this UT right here, I just misjudged it and I released too early. And as I said, you know, I could have actually charged up another full UT, but for whatever reason, I just didn't do it. Now this fight is a bit different from normal. There's only 2 archers here on Ninja Dog. And the air destruction slash is a real good move against archers and zombies, because it stuns them, you know, more than long enough for you to charge up a full UT with celerity equipped. And here, you know, I could have got an extra ET with the chucks, but I was just so worried about my time that I just thought, you know, screw it, I'll kill him and get some peace of mind. Now again, swap to the flails for the Bone Dragon and the Band of Strength that you get in Chapter 1. Yeah, like the potency equivalent. And now the reason I don't use fire wheels on like his front feet is because, you know, they're a lot weaker. You know, they've got a lot less health assigned to them than, like, you know, the back ones. So I save my fire wheels for them. Now the strategy I wanted to show here, but I completely mess it up, is you know, you can activate your fire wheels just in time for when the foot hits, and you can, you know, start your combo off. But there, you know, I just get it right in the face and, you know, completely mess that up, and then get hit by his tail. You know, that is it's a real good strategy because you can get some real, you know, good, quick damage in on him then. And there again, you know, I get hit by those bones. So, you know, this boss fight really ain't that great, but, you know, I just wanted to get it done. Yeah, I really couldn't have reset here, and that's, like, what I actually wanted to show right there. Again, that's why I use the Spirit of the Devil, so I can take advantage of that Great Devil Elixir and just fully replenish my Nimbo. Anyway, that's it for Part B and Chapter 6, and the final time is 36 minutes. As you can see, you know, I missed out on a lot of points because of that, and the total kills is 205. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Chapter 7.